Welcome back to Pollinator Week. My name is Liz, and today I'm going to take you step by step through how to make some no-bake honey treats. This recipe only requires 4 ingredients, which I like because it is inexpensive to make and not too complicated. The first ingredient is Cheerios. I used Honey Nut, but you can use any type of cereal that has a similar structure and texture. It also calls for peanut butter, but as I'll show you here shortly, I substituted half of my recipe with sunflower seed butter to show how it works with an allergen alternative. Of course, as this is pollinator week, honey is an ingredient as well. And to top it all off is just a bit of chocolate because who can resist some chocolate on your treat? So first up, just gather all of your ingredients together and make sure that you've got everything all set up for you to start. Secondly, combine the honey and peanut butter together. This picture shows side by side my batch of sunflower seed butter and the peanut butter. As the peanut butter is the binding agent for this recipe, I wanted to make sure that the sunflower seed butter worked just as well as peanut butter. Stir together the 2 ingredients and set aside for now. Step 3 is to chop the Cheerios in a food processor. It doesn't need to be super fine. A variety in size works nicely for this treat. If you don't have a food processor, you can put the Cheerios in a Ziploc bag and use a rolling pin to crush the Cheerios. Next, you'll want to combine the honey peanut butter mixture with the chopped Cheerios. It does take a little bit of time to fully incorporate the honey peanut butter mixture with the Cheerios. I actually did put my hand into the bowl and almost knead it like it was dough to make sure it was fully combined. So just be patient, it will definitely get there. Now you'll just want to grab a muffin tin. I used a regular one, but a mini muffin tin would work too, and press the mixture into the tins. I used liners only so I could tell the peanut butter mixture apart from the sunflower seed mixture to be sure that both worked perfectly, but liners are not necessary for this recipe. After filling the tins, go ahead and place it in the freezer. This recipe is almost complete. We just need to melt the chocolate. I do it on the stove using a makeshift double boiler. To do this, use a large pot to boil water. Put the chocolate into a smaller pot and carefully place it into the pot of hot water, trying to avoid touching the sides and bottom of the larger pot. The chocolate will gradually melt from the heat of the water. Don't place the chocolate, though, in a pan directly over the stove flame, as this will actually burn the chocolate. I use this method just because I personally, unfortunately, am prone to burning chocolate in the microwave. But if you are uncomfortable using the double boiler method, you can definitely use the microwave. Just be sure to do small time increments at a lower heat setting. Okay, and then you can go ahead and pull out your muffin tin from the freezer and top each tin with some of the melted chocolate, about 1 tablespoon each. I tend to be pretty generous. You can use a knife or spoon to level out the chocolate and then replace it in the freezer for another 30 minutes to solidify the chocolate. Now you can remove from the freezer to thaw and then enjoy your treat. You can store it on the counter in an airtight container. I hope you enjoyed this no-bake recipe.